When we got our first look at the 2XKO cosmetics, everybody got pretty hype because they looked really good. They were well modeled and the animations looked sick, and there were certain changes to the VFX, especially with the arcane skins. All of them were done spectacularly and people got pretty excited. However, now that we actually know what the prices are, now that the game dropped, some people are pretty disappointed, myself included. Some people are saying, welcome to Riot Games, welcome to free-to-play models, but I kind of disagree. I think this is worse. Allow me to explain. My main point of reference is going to be League of Legends rather than Valorant because I just have less experience with that game. Pricing isn't the only issue. The issue is how the store is built, but let's take it a step at a time. First, the pricing. This isn't necessarily unique to 2XKO, but there is no regional pricing for microtransactions as far as I can tell. Maybe controversial take, but I actually think that the $100 price for the Ultra pack is not that outlandish for a North American, for somebody who's earning an American salary. However, the median wage for the average American is over twice what people earn in my country, and the price is the same. In fact, it's not just the same, it's actually more because it's 99 euro instead of dollar. I actually calculated this, and just for reference, if you're American and you're complaining about the $100 price, I totally get it, by the way. Imagine if you just saw the price tag at $240, which is what it costs to me, basically. As somebody who lives in a country where people on average make less money and the price for some reason is actually higher, it's very strange. It's very frustrating. Trust me, I would actually not even have that much of an issue with the pricing of the skins and other cosmetics if it was priced down to half of what it is right now. Hell, even 30% would have been pretty much fine by me. But that's not where the issues end. There is a much bigger issue with the way that the store is constructed altogether. So if we look at the store, it's comprised of this starter pack, which is the only way for you to get those arcane skins. That's obviously predatory. We can call it like we see it. That's predatory. They're hoping to rope you in with the skins and inflate the value by giving you a bunch of other cosmetics. Not the best business practice, but honestly, that's not even the biggest complaint I have with the way this store is organized. The only way to get other skins is through the rotating shop and the battle pass, which means there's no permanent skins available at any point at all. That's kind of ridiculous. I think that is ridiculous. The fact that you only have about 5 skins to choose from at a time is kind of insane. Each skin costing $20 on top of that. It does make sense to price these higher than you would in League, because in League you're more likely to play a lot of different characters. You're not really seeing as much detail up close. It's kind of more normal for a fighting game player to play one character for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours, as opposed to somebody in League where most people play multiple characters at a time. So it would feel like a more worthy investment to buy a skin for your main, who you're going to be seeing every single day, right? Who you're going to be playing over and over and over again. It really depends. Some of them are more expensive, some of them are less. I know you've heard about the like $500, $200 skins. Those are gacha. That's the pricing of the gacha, right? So I think that it's kind of not... It's not representative of what League of Legends most of the time is. Most people I know just ignore those skins and they're just like, well, I guess that one's not for me, and that's it. That's not standard practice. On top of that, in League of Legends, you can actually get a lot of skins for free. They have somewhat reduced the amount of chests that you get, but with each battle pass, there are several skins that you get for free through chests. So if you just keep playing the game, you are going to get an assortment of free skins that are kind of randomly, so you're basically gambling a little bit, but for free. As opposed to in 2XKO, as of right now, you only get one free skin from the battle pass, and it's not random. It's one of the pre-selected ones that fit the theming of the battle pass, which I think is cool, but that's kind of part of my issue. I wish there was at least one, maybe two, but at least one random skin that you get from the battle pass for free. Considering that the battle pass is every 2.5 months, it feels pretty damn bad to just get one guaranteed lower tier skin for a character you might not care about. It would at least be a bit more exciting if there was a randomized skin thrown in there. As of right now, there's 3 skin rarities: Epic, Legendary, and Mythic, and you could just exclude the Mythics, honestly. this would already feel much, much better than the current way that it's monetized. And actually, when it comes to pricing, the Battle Pass is priced decently well. For $10, you get 3 skins, 1 stage, a bunch of taunts and emotes and avatar customization and titles and things like that. It's actually priced by far the best, in my opinion, out of all of these things. I wouldn't even mind paying an additional $5 for it if it did include, especially the paid version, a couple of additional randomized skins. In League of Legends, if you buy the Battle Pass for about $15, you get 8 free chests and 7 orbs on top of that if you pay for the Battle Pass. That is a lot of good value for free as well. So here, where we get no chests, is just 1 guaranteed skin, which might be better, right? You might want to know if you actually want to grind the Battle Pass or not. However, there's absolutely no chance of you getting any of the skins from the shop at all. That's pretty demotivating to me. Like, knowing that only if I drop $20 on a skin, only then will I get it. I basically don't really feel like spending any money on the game at all until Kindred or Briar or Akali drops, and then I will only drop money for 1 skin because I don't want to overspend, right? So I'll just wait until the 1 skin potentially. I was planning to have like a sort of a budget on this game that would mimic a more traditional fighting game, right? So like, you know, $60 on release, and then every subsequent year is like $25-30 or something. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I will only spend money if I see a skin that I am guaranteed to really want, and there's just gonna be nothing else that I want more, and only on the character that I know I will be playing for a long time. I just don't see myself spending money on this game pretty much at all at the moment, especially considering the fact that I'm broke. But the final thing I wanted to say is that I actually think this is not even beneficial for the game's success, for the game earning money. I think that a lot of people see those prices and they just say to themselves, well, I guess this is not for me. Like, I doubt that the whales are going to overshadow all of the people who decided to just not spend money at all. In economics, you always want to meet supply and demand. You always want to kind of measure how much money you would get. If you price something for, you know, $30, you might get 1 customer, but if you price something at $20, you might get 2 customers, so you make more money, right? Things like that are very difficult to determine, and I am not an economist. I'm not a monetization specialist or anything like that, but I just don't see anybody outside of decently wealthy, mostly Americans, spending any money on the cosmetics in this game, aside from maybe 1 skin for their main, maybe an occasional battle pass. In fact, I'm skipping this battle pass. Even though I said it's reasonably priced, I don't get any skins that I really want. The Ilaoi one is kind of cool, but there's no chance of me to get anything else for any other characters, so I've kind of evaluated the content that's in there, and I say, well, I really only want a couple of things, so it's just not really all that worth it. Whereas for League, I have bought a couple of battle passes where the guaranteed skins were just okay, I wouldn't spend money on them by themselves, but from the chests and the orbs and all that other stuff that I got randomly, I got some really nice skins that made me glad that I spent on the battle pass, even though I wasn't sure if I was going to get anything good. It was still kind of a fun experience. So I really hope that at least some of these things get addressed. I really doubt that they're going to introduce regional pricing. That would be a huge shock to me. The prices will probably stay the same, unfortunately. But I would at least hope that there would be some changes to the way that the shop is organized, or the way that the battle pass kind of spreads out its content. Overall, I just hope for the success of this game. It's really cool, it's really fun, and I like all the characters, I like the animations. This game looks to me like it has a bright future, but in my opinion, the way that it's monetized right now doesn't necessarily mean a death sentence, but it's somewhat detrimental to the game's success. I might get proven wrong. It might be the case that in a month's time, we'll see everybody rocking those skins anyway, even the people who complained, maybe myself included. But for now, I am apprehensive, to say the least. Anyways, thanks for watching this. I wasn't sure if I should make videos like this that are a little bit lower effort, a little bit more rambly, but I'll give it a shot to get some thoughts out and have some videos in between the ones that take a little bit more time and effort. So Tell me if you like it. Tell me if I should do more, or if I should just do gameplay videos. I'm still kind of deciding on what to focus on outside of the videos that I already have prepared scripts for. But either way, the next video should be coming soon. So until then, see ya.